Good morning, people. Happy Saturday. Well, we all made it to the weekend. You know, I've been noticing there's been a lot of ruckus going on. Let me cut this off. There's been a lot of ruckus going on about this Netflix documentary of Cleopatra. And, you know, a lot of white people up in their ass about it, them making her a black woman. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Now a lot of y'all gonna be angry, gonna be pissed off, but I don't give a damn because y'all need to know the truth. See, in actuality, these white folks actually right. They're actually right. Cleopatra was not Kemitic. I know some of y'all saying, what you mean she was Kemitic? She was not Kemitic. She was not Egyptian. Now, if you all notice, they use Cleopatra to legitimate they white identity of Egyptians. Cleopatra is a litmus test for them. And see, a lot of black people, you know, you got a lot of, especially a lot of these hoteps that would say, you know, especially all of the women who say Cleopatra was a queen, and they'll name themselves Cleopatra, or their daughter's Cleopatra, shit like that. But a lot of people don't understand, don't read and study history. I'm a fucking history buff. And when I told a few years ago when the sister talking about Cleopatra was a black queen, I started laughing because she obviously don't know history. So she like, why are you laughing at that? I said Cleopatra was not black. And she's like, how come she wasn't? She was Egyptian. I said, first of all, let's look up the word Egypt. Egypt was a term that was given to the Egyptians by the Greeks, by Herodotus and those Greek historians like Herodotus, Pythagoras, all those Greek philosophers back then, and historians who basically studied history, and they would tell you, you know, that's how Egypt got its name, meaning people of burnt land, or burnt people. And what people don't realize, Egypt is is not even the name of Egypt. Ancient Kemitic. Egypt is a Greek name. So when you have modern day Egypt say we are Egyptians, yes, that's obvious, you Egyptian, but you're not Kemet, you're not Kemitic. See, that's why I always hit them with that one right there, because that throw them through a loop. When y'all have modern day Egyptians come up to me and say, I'm Egyptian, I say, okay, yeah, you Egyptian, but you're not Kemitic, or Kemite. And they like, what? You're not Kemite. See, I'm going to tell you something. They done lied even to them. You ain't gonna know shit until you go over there. I tell a lot of people that's why you visit Egypt. And the reason why you visit Egypt, because when you get over there, all the lies that these Eurocentrics told you that the Egyptians were a Middle Eastern or Caucasian people is a lie. That's why they have a need to keep Cleopatra white, because Cleopatra actually was a white woman. She was Macedonian. And see, a lot of people don't know she was the great-granddaughter of Ptolemy Soter. Now, anyone who knows who Ptolemy Soter is, you all know that Ptolemy Soter was one of Alexander's generals and one of his closest friends. They grew up in Macedonia together. The Macedonians, under his father, Philip, had waged a war against the Greek states, which they actually eventually conquered the Greek states. They took up the Greeks' Hellenistic system. They was, the Macedonians themselves were a whole bunch of nomadic sheep herders in Thrace, or today Macedonia. Where eventually Philip, his father, Alexander's father, was assassinated, and that left Alexander as the king of Macedon in Greece. Now keep in mind, they had a war with other Greek states that the Macedonians had. Like, they had some of the Greeks aligned themselves with the Persians. So it was a war between this war came to a head. And before the biggest war, the Battle of Gaugamela, what was fought in Iraq, the Egyptians, the Macedonians had seized Egypt from the Persians. Keep in mind, there haven't been a ruler in a truly Kemitic ruler in Lower Egypt in damn near about like 2,000 years. Because the Kemitic people transferred everything down to Karma in today's Sudan or Nubia. This is why I tell people there was no Egyptian kingdom in Lower Egypt. Lower Egypt was already, you have the culture still survived there. Yeah, you had Egyptians that the Kemitic people that were intermarried and mixed with the Asiatic invaders at that time, which were the Assyrians. Then you had many other, you had not only invasion, but you had marriage alliances with pharaohs and all that. But it's gonna be a part 2 because I got a call in. Hold on to y'all ass.